Hello and welcome back. Right, today's video is a short one. This is basically just kind of continuing from last lesson and just clearing up some terminology really. I won't be showing you an exam question in this one because I think after last lesson you should try and find this all pretty straightforward. So let's move on. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, like my videos. Teachers, you can visit my shop on Tess, and also you can follow me on Twitter. Right, so applications which the client is the client server model. So now, we went through last lesson about what a client server model is, but there's obviously applications to support it as well. So if you think back as well to some of the coding that we've done, like PHP, the purpose of that really is so that you can actually contact the server. So as you can see by the stimuli that I've got here now, is these are mobile banking apps. Now, you can't just simply log on to a banking app, because what would happen is that you'd have to put in your data. So your data could be, for example, your login and your password. It could be your voice, or it could be your fingerprint. Either way, that information has to go back to a server. The server has to check it against the database and then make a decision whether it's going to let you in or not. So when you log on to online banking using the web browser, so that could be your phone, your tablet, anything, you are the client. You've requested access to the bank's web server for the account details. Okay, so that's a web server that would be a great big giant computer specifically for the bank. Now, the application server interprets the return data by applying the bank's business logic. So each step of the process, the client is exchanging messages with the server. So once you've logged on and you get into the bank, as you can see here, it's going to give you your account information, so how much money you've got in your account. And also, if you was to click on any of these, it'll give you some details. Like this person here has got a credit card. So if they was to click on that information there, they can see that how much money they owe on a credit card, how much they have available to spend, where they've used their credit card, the interest that has gone on there, and so on. Okay? So those are the messages that are being exchanged to the server. Now, obviously, those details are specifically your details and nobody else's. Now, we're going to look into the World Wide Web and the internet. Now, I hope you have already remembered from last year that the World Wide Web and the internet are two completely different things. Now, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to pause this video and I'd like you to think for a second, or you can even write it in the comment underneath on the video here. What is the difference between the World Wide Web and the internet? So pause this video now. Welcome back. So, what is the internet? Now, hopefully you already have this in your head, or you've already answered the question, or maybe you've already completed the task in the book in front of you. So, the internet is simply a massive network of computers. It's a network of networks. Okay, all connected together, all over the globe. And the internet is basically a short for interconnected network. So it uses the TCP/IP protocol, which you know about, which is the transmission control protocol, internet protocol. Okay, so now moving on to the World Wide Web. So the World Wide Web is just basically a collection of multimedia web pages or other documents that are stored on a computer's website. Okay, so as you know, especially if you've done ICT, that a website is just simply a whole bunch of files saved on a computer. That's all it is. Okay, so now multimedia will just simply mean videos, images, and so on. And you know, obviously there's PDF documents that you can download on the internet, for example. Like one of the websites that you use is a website that simply has hyperlinks to a bunch of PDFs. Okay, so now HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is written, and HTML is the markup language, okay, which you can use to create the browsing for websites, and obviously you can use JavaScript to make the websites interactive. And the HTTP is the set of rules that we need to access the internet. And as you know, web resources are accessed by web browsers such as Google Chrome, Opera, Microsoft Edge, and so on. And then we use the www to access the information, okay, on the internet, okay? Right, that's it. As I said, a very short video today, just to remind you of some simple pointers. Right, now, in your book, please complete the tasks and please complete the exam questions and self-assess. You should all find it pretty straightforward. Okay, goodbye for now.